Okay, everyone. So I wanted to do this video because the common theme that I'm finding is that a lot of people are having like analysis paralysis when it comes to this government contracting thing. So today I just want to give you a little encouragement and a couple of steps to get you going with government contracting so you're not doing analysis paralysis and you're talking yourself out of your future with government contracting. So let's get started. So one of the things I notice is a lot of people cannot figure out what industry they want to go into. And of course that will stop you from going into government contracting if you're not exactly clear with what you want to do. However, you can always go into an industry that you are familiar with or where you do have ties with or where you do have connections and stuff like that. You can go into that industry if you are not 100% familiar with it, but of course I always recommend for you to have connections in the industry or for you to already be working in that industry and be servicing something within that industry. However, stop reading and stop bidding. You have a less likely chance of winning a contract if you do not bid. There are ways that you can register as a vendor and become a government contractor, where you can be a sub and be a government contractor. But if you don't bid, then you are not putting your fate in your hands, or at least increasing the chances. So stop the analysis paralysis. Get out there and bid. Here are a couple of sites that I have used that help me get my mojo going when it comes to bidding on contract. My number one always is GovDirections. That is Contract Bay, okay? And I use that website for the first few years of my government contracting journey for free. I did not use the paid version, I used the free version, and I still found tremendous value out of that website. So it's govdirections.com. I will put a link in the description. And what GovDirections does do for you is if you select your industry, it will send you daily emails based on that industry and your location of the contracts that are available, whether it's federal or local. I just absolutely love that website. And what it did was let me know what was like kind of out there in the streets. So if I wasn't sure what to Google, or how to find, what the name of an actual contract would be, GovDirections helped a lot with that. And so I got more familiar with the terms that government and local agencies would use for the industry that I was looking for. So boom, GovDirections is one. Two is always Sam.gov. And with Sam.gov, you can always sign up for their alerts, and that will also come to your email. So then it can save you some time with looking and searching and getting the analysis paralysis. And then that will encourage you to actually bid, because it's easy for me to say, go out there and bid. You'll win, or go out there and bid. You'll be fine. But sometimes you need a little bit of a push, and you need a little bit of help to get you on that path. And another way to find bids or have bids come to you is registering as a vendor with your state and local agencies. So a lot of them, the ones that are more innovative or forward, they will have a portal that you can register with for the whole state, and that will show the county, the city, the school system, or however they categorize their different entities or their different agencies. And you can go ahead and register yourself. For example, register as under the state of Georgia, and I will get bid solicitations sent to my email. So again, that helps me with the verbiage, that helps me understand how often some of these solicitations are coming out. And I may or may not make my decision on what industry I want to go into or what I want to stay into when I have constant emails coming to me with something that I said I'm interested in pursuing on the government contracting side. So it's a really good way to get yourself out of this, let me research. I'm just like, I get it. I understand that some people need to know the molecular level of government contracting, but just remember, your business is your business and the government is your client. So again, once you get the solicitations coming to your email, now you're ready to bid, right? So I get it. It can be scary. It can be overwhelming. Some of those solicitations are 100 pages long. Some are 1 page long. So you just have to seriously go through and read and find out what the requirements are. After a while, yes, it will become very redundant. And then you'll be able to pick out the statement of work. You'll be able to pick out all the terms, be able to pick out, estimate the pricing, within your mind because you've been doing it for so long. And eventually the point is to try to get someone in that will be on your team that can perform this work anyway. But in the interim, when it's just you solo dolo, or you're just a team of, a small group and no one has been trained on government contracts, then you can get out there, read the solicitations. You can go on Gov Directions, you can go on Sam.gov, you can go on your local agencies. You can definitely go on any of those things, or even just Google. You never know what Google will get you, because a lot of times I found the actual award amount, usually you won't find a proposal, but the award amount, that type of awarded contract will be listed on Google. I just put in, for example, janitorial award for the city of Snellville, Georgia. And I will find something that was remnants of the solicitation or remnants of the actual award or something like that. So sometimes you just have to get out there and just think inside and outside of the box. Inside and outside of the box, because you never know where these things are placed. Sometimes they're there on accident, where a contracting officer or whoever was working in that space put it somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be, and then boop, lucky you found it. So always remember to just get out there and just do it. It really costs you nothing. If you think about it, there's really usually no dollar amount associated with bidding. There are a couple of states where you have to pay for those. I would highly recommend not purchasing solicitations. I mean, that's not my jam, especially if it comes to local contracting, because why? There's no guarantee I'll bid on this. There's no guarantee that this won't be canceled. There's no guarantee that I'll win. Nothing is guaranteed. So anything that you have to pay for up front, a little sketchy, unless it's something like a bid delivery service. On that same note, for Gov Directions, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I did use a free version for about 2 years. And of course, there were some restrictions with that, but I did eventually pay for it. And I just recently found out that they did go up on their price. So I was telling people $120 a year. It is not $120 a year anymore. However, it is still worth it. When you get to a point where you know you're gonna be bidding, then it's definitely worth the pay. The free version, again, is very useful because it tells you what is out here in these contracted streets. But of course, I gave you the other free options, which is registering with your local state, and then also Sam.gov is always free. So there is no better way, there is no other way to secure your future than to bid on contracts. You can do the sub thing, you can do the partnering thing, you can do the register as a vendor thing, you can do the 8A where usually they'll call you and possibly give you a contract, but securing your future is bidding. Just saying. So again, I wanted to sum up this video by saying that stop with the analysis paralysis. Learn from someone who has actually been in the field in these government contracting streets on the federal, local, corporate, and commercial level. Course is coming soon, GovCon for winners. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. Everything will be linked in the description. Till next time, bye.